the wrong stats. Oh, yeah. So let me go get the right ones. I think those, yeah. Hang on. Always something here to Happy Town. Hang on. Woohoo. There we go. There we go. The 15th, not the 14th, Ruth. Yeah, there we are. So the good news is we listed 146 homes yesterday, everybody. That is phenomenal. Great for our inventory, which is now 25 days, which is amazing. And of those 146, 59 were 465,000 or under. 465,000 is our median price. We have 591 homes available, single family homes. 465 and under, 465,000 and under. That is fantastic, which is 27% of our active family homes. So, you know what I always say, the market is churning. It just keeps churning. So as long as we keep getting new listings, life is good. We are selling about 114 homes a day, which is 53 less than last year, the same 15 days of March. So things have really taken a slowdown, haven't they? And that's probably got good and bad in it. I think the good part is there's probably less competition, right? If we're selling less homes, that means there's less competition out there for the people that want to buy homes. You know, and we talk about in class all the time how you have to manage your buyer's expectations. Just reminded me I should do a sound check real quick. Hold on, everybody. Da-da-da. I know I see Katie and Lance do this all the time. And I used to say, why did you do that? And then I figured it out because sometimes you can't hear me. Let's see. Okay, it's working. Yay. Okay. So yeah, there's less competition. And I did some research this morning, and of our sales, 11% are the iBuyers. That's, we're talking, let's see, I've got my stats right here. I printed them out. Whoops. Oh, please. I know. I have been discombobulated all week. I'm just amazed I showed up. Okay. We've got Zillow. They have 3 offices. We have D.R. Horton and we have Lennar, which do compete with us. And we have OfferPad, we have Open Door, and what else do we have here? OfferPad, Open Door. Anyway, they account for 11% of our sales. So we've done 1,597 sales this year so far. This month so far, sorry. They have done this year 1,439, and year to date our number is 12,679. So if you divide the 1,439 by the 12,679, that'll give you about 11.3% of the sales, our iBuyer sales. So they're still there. They've crept up a little bit. Last year they went down a little bit, but they're always going to be there. So, you know, nothing we can do about it, and except Farm Better, Farm Plan, Database. Those are our 1, 2, 3 for the year. Farm Plan, Database. And if you farm, then you get to the sellers faster than the iBuyer platforms do. And then when the iBuyer, if you get someone who's interested in selling and they say, well, you know, Open Door said that they could close in 2 weeks and they're going to give me cash and yada, yada, yada. Well, look at our homes aren't staying on the market that long. And if I've said this before, but if you tell the seller, look, we can plan like one weekend to have an open house. We'll announce it on Thursday. We'll have the open house on Saturday. We'll market it on Friday as well. Have the open house on Saturday from 12 to 4. And we'll probably have offers and be in escrow within a week or 10 days. And that's what's kind of happening. Now, of course, the house has to be in reasonably good shape, right? You don't want to promise somebody that might be a hoarder that anyway, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say that really, but yeah, so the way to get over that 11.3 number that they're doing, 11.3% of our market, is to farm and to get to the sellers before they do, and if they've already gotten there, to give a better story. There are ways that you can mitigate the process and make it a smoother journey for them. Buyers, what do sellers want? They want a check. They want easy, and they want a check. So you've got to make it easy for them, as easy as possible. And buyers, on the other hand, they want easy and keys, and that's a different journey, which we talk about, because buyers you have to manage their expectations, especially in our market. Even though it isn't as brisk as it was last year, it still has the multiple offers. It still has the people paying above list, and it still has the cash buyers. So you have to prepare your buyer for those things ahead of time. And when you do, you become, the expert in their eyes. And you look at several homes that they might want to make offers on. Look, if this one doesn't work out, we'll have backup. We'll have this one, so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's this business is a tough business. Now we have rising interest rates. We have to contend with that. So, lots of moving parts here. So let's talk a little bit. Let me put this down and put some marketing things up here. Maybe that you might be interested in. We've been talking about Instagram this week, and just to recap, this is another. I listen to Chelsea Pites. I listen to Jason Pantana. I listen to Katie Lanz. I listen to Mari Smith, and I listen to all these people. And this happens to be someone from the Women's Council. And I just like to always give everybody's opinion or their thoughts on how you get more out of Reels for right now. That's my topic kind of this week. And it's how do you exactly get more views? Well, here's a couple of steps. Use trending sounds. Using sounds that are trending or gaining popularity will help you get more views in the end. Now, I did the video of the Ozzy the giraffe at the lion habitat and a little girl giving him lettuce, and I played the song. I'm a giraffe and my neck is so long, and so is my tongue, right? And it kind of blended in with that particular video, which was quite sweet, with a little girl feeding Ozzy. So that might be an exception to the rule, because I'm sure that song isn't trending, but I'm sure that it did capture people's attention. So yes, use the trending sounds, but also use mine as an example. If it's really something that, a song is just going to tell the same story that you are, that trends as well. So you can find trends by searching in the Explore page, looking up ideas on YouTube, or even heading over to TikTok to discover ideas. And that's something that some of my other mentors haven't said. So you can search in the Explore page, you can look up ideas on YouTube, or even head over to TikTok to discover ideas. And then always post to your feed. So many people don't realize that if you don't post your reel to your feed, it hurts your views. The reel can still show in Explore and on hashtags if you don't, but sharing to your feed will encourage some quick engagement from people who already like you. Those are in real estate, we call things low-hanging fruit. Well, this is the low-hanging likes. And then create on Instagram. What happens if you just upload a video to Reels that you made on TikTok? Here is a really big tip. Your video is not going to hit the Explore page. Your reach will be severely limited with your followers in their feeds, and you're most likely going to be labeled as a low quality account. So Instagram is directly competing with TikTok, and they don't want their platform to be a place that everybody goes to rehash content from other platforms. In other words, Katie Lanz always says, be intentional, be original. You can get ideas from other people and craft your own way of posting or doing a video or whatever you're going to do. Get ideas from other people, but you don't want to rehash things. And these platforms want content that is their content, not that they're, because here's what happens. If I see something on TikTok and then I go over and I see it on Instagram, well, I might say, well, why am I even going to Instagram? I'll just stay on TikTok. So that's kind of the mentality, and why it's going to hurt your algorithm. It's going to hurt your exposure, and it's going to give your account a status as a low quality account. So be very wary of that. There was, let's see, I think it was my friend, Glenda Baker. So Glenda Baker did a video. She went to, she did a screenshot of Zillow, and she went and did a $1 million home. And that $1 million home, she read from Zillow as she's videoing it on her. And I think she might have done that on YouTube and maybe even on Facebook and on Instagram. And anyway, she's trying to get $1 million buyers. So she's showing $1 million home in her hometown that was listed by another agent. And the question was, well, can she do that? Or did she need to get permission to do that? No, because it was on Zillow. So that's something to think about if you want to go out there and maybe try to hook some of those $1 million buyers. You know, the $1 million homes were up to 4.75 sales a day. That's a lot. That's a lot, because a year ago it was 4.5, and the year before that it was 1.7. So we are climbing up there in our stats for the $1 million buyers. So you might want to think of that one. And I did try to do a video of that, but maybe I'll show that one on Monday, because I couldn't get it in time for today. One other thing I want to go over today, and then we'll all go on our merry way on Good Friday. Now, you know, I love Pantana, and I'm in the process of him becoming one of my mentors as well, and hopefully even get him on one of my shows, or two, so that you can hear his wonderful information. Anyway, I'm going to make sure that you can hear this. I'm going to go to my phone and turn it up a little bit. I'm going to mute myself, and we're going to listen to him. So this is about marketing, and this is like me shaking my finger at you all. This is what you need to do.
Agents stop marketing. Because the thing is, marketing hardly ever creates immediate results. Stop marketing today and you don't feel it till tomorrow. Reason number one in my experience is overthinking and perfectionism. At a certain point in time, it becomes unsustainable to keep going, because the bottleneck of getting things done is nearly impossible because of overthinking and perfectionism. We can't start until it's perfect. Reason number two is inadequate planning or scheduling. Again, marketing is one of those things where you don't realize the benefits until tomorrow, so it's easy to put it off today. Reason number three is you're running your everyday business, and when it comes to marketing, you don't know what to do or exactly how to do it. Reason number four is unclear goals or expectations about what the marketing is supposed to do for you. For example, sometimes agents are like, where are my sales? Well, I'm like, there could be like 6 waypoints getting up to the sale when it comes to marketing. How do I create consideration? How do I create a conversation? How do I book an appointment? There are all these different waypoints on the path of building your business. And then last, no support. You're doing it all alone.
So I'm going to play this one more time because he talks very fast. But so kind of watch the captions and try to take this under advisement. Okay, we're going to play it one more time.
Why do agents stop marketing? Because the thing is, marketing hardly ever creates immediate results. Stop marketing today and you don't feel it till tomorrow. Reason number one in my experience is overthinking and perfectionism. At a certain point in time, it becomes unsustainable to keep going, because the bottleneck of getting things done is nearly impossible because of overthinking and perfectionism. We can't start until it's perfect. Reason number two is inadequate planning or scheduling. Again, marketing is one of those things where you don't realize the benefits until tomorrow, so it's easy to put it off today. Reason number three is you're running your everyday business, and when it comes to marketing, you don't know what to do or exactly how to do it. Reason number four is unclear goals or expectations about what the marketing is supposed to do for you. For example, sometimes agents are like, where are my sales? Well, I'm like, there could be like 6 waypoints getting up to the sale when it comes to marketing. How do I create consideration? How do I create a conversation? How do I book an appointment? There are all these different waypoints on the path of building your business. And then last, no support. You're doing it all alone.
So let's talk about that for just a minute, and then I'll let you all go. Done is better than perfection. I think I see that being the biggest stopping point. Well, there's two stopping points. People want everything to be perfect because they're putting themselves out there and they think, oh, the whole world is watching, right? Well, the whole world isn't watching. And it doesn't matter if your first attempt isn't as good as your 10th attempt. What's important is that you had a 10th attempt at getting the word out there. Video, I highly recommend that above all other marketing. Number 2 is printing. You need to send a mailing out with hand-dressed, hand-stamped, handwritten addressed, regular envelope, and a little note, a note from you in your handwriting. Does this take time? Well, of course it takes time. But does it work? Of course it works. But it doesn't work, like he's saying, overnight. We all expect things like this, the low-hanging buyers, right? The low-hanging sellers. It doesn't happen like that. It happens with consistency. And one of the many things about consistency is you become better. The more you do something, the better you become. The more phone calls you make, the better your message. The more you send out a video through a text, is you become better at it. And that's what's important. And I my Tony Robbins video that I listened to, he says, the biggest problem people have is fear. They focus on fear of being not being perfect, fear of, what if the person hangs up on me? What if, instead of, well, I'm going to try this and I'm going to keep trying it until they quit slamming the door in my face, right? When I took Dale Carnegie years ago, that's what I learned. You stood in front of that mirror and you said something and then you said no. And it was like somebody slamming the door in your face, and you had to get used to the no, because you're going to get them, and you're going to get them all the time. And when I took the Dale Carnegie course, one of the interesting things was, if you get enough no's, you're going to learn what your mistakes are, and then you're going to improve, and then you're going to get a lot of yeses. So it just takes consistency. And don't be fearful. Be happy. Be happy that you are in a business that you can make this much money buying people their biggest investment, selling their biggest investment, putting money in their pocket. What joy is that? And so you need to get into the joy of your business, not the fear of it. The other thing is, which he kind of mentioned, but not as clearly as I'm going to say it. When you start marketing, don't expect things overnight. It takes 6 to 8 months for marketing to take a really good effect. And that's if you are improving it as you go along. We used to send out the Buffini item of value. We still do, but we sent out the Buffini letter. And the Buffini letter, I kept looking at it and I'm like, if I got this letter, I don't know if I think it was like such a great letter, because it seemed like it was 2 arms length for me. So then I started creating a letter with each item of value that we send out. So you might think about that. Anyway, you all have a wonderful, happy Easter weekend, and think about, maybe this weekend, take a little bit of time and think about, the plan, and about your farming, and about your database, and how you can be better at what you are doing. If what Jimmy Diggs says, he asks agents all the time, what are you doing? And you know what the answer is? I'm building a business. So think about building your business. We're just a half a month into the second quarter, and it's never too late to make your, if you haven't done the plan, do the plan, number 1. But if you need to revise it and refine it and make it better, think about how you can do that. Just take some time and think. Be proactive, not reactive. I love you all. Happy Easter.